Keeping Pants. So today we'll be playing Illusion of Itehari. I got early access to this, so thank you, Aksys, for giving me early access. I'm so excited. I haven't played, I guess a console Ultimate game for a while, so I'm really excited. And I think it's like, I guess on my break of like, no, well, that's not true. I'm not on a real break, but like it's a nice breather from not playing too much gacha games. I don't know, maybe I'm just saying that, but like I still am actively playing gacha games, but it's nice to like switch it up, right? And also I feel like I haven't really played that many Ultimate games lately, like even not recording wise, but yeah. Okay, new game. Let's see, wait, let me see options and see. Skip mode, autoplay, text window.
いいね。姫様に全部お任せするよ。
That's fine. And autoplay is CO. I always forget which one's that one. Okay. Okay, now for real. For real, let's start. New game. And I'm just gonna go with her name because that's what I usually do. So, oh, she's so pretty. Ah, like her outfit, and then her like split, and then her like. Ah. The world around me shook from the sudden jolt. Regardless of my current circumstances, knowing that this was the last sunset I would ever see nearly brought me to tears. What? How was I pulled back up? I think she fell. I could have sworn I was plunging down head first, but I suddenly found myself back on the lookout. I can still move my limbs. I'm not in any pain at all. As I quickly rose to my feet, a bright blade flashed just above my head. Oh my god, what? It's one of our love interests. What? A clash of metal rang out as both weapons gleamed in the crimson light of the sun. Oh my god, I can't wait to see the picture. Was how I met him. A young man named Yashiro. I think that's how you pronounce it. I feel like I'm gonna butcher everything. That day, the sight of the sun setting through a haze of rising steam was incredibly beautiful. No one could have known that the gears of Itehari, the floating city of wisdom, was to its doom or something, were silently beginning to spin out of control. I guess that's pretty close, right?
古の頃、日いずるところに生まれし国の名を東映と呼ぶ。海に四方を囲まれた島国は四季が巡る都度酷烈な水害に襲われた。東映の首都銀湾の帝はこれを治め民を守った。しかし帝の人徳も都より離れた東端の町には届かず、碧煙の地で死に瀕した人々を救うのは偉人の訪れ。異国よりもたらされしは蒸気機関とヒヒ色金。それらを東映にて培ったからくり技巧の粋と合わせ、人は水を恐れぬ町を作った。なお伊手張、日の永久期間を抱く空に浮きし英知の都。民は かの地を助く偉人を愛し、偉人は民を統べる大樹となった。伊手張創生より300の年を重ね、今もなお不相がそびえる金域の森より、かの偉人の末裔は伊手張の民を見守っている。
Prologue. The cogs began to turn. It was early morning. Let me auto. I got out of bed as usual and went to wash my face at the basin of the warm water that Awaki had prepared. Oh my god, I feel like I should have to speak how to pronounce these names. I finished dressing while he was outside of the room, then sat myself down on a chair. He returned with perfect timing and stood behind me to put a cape over my shoulders. Oh, he carefully yet swiftly worked through my the familiar task of brushing and settling my hair. Oh.
今日は朝からご機嫌だな。
Can you tell? I feel like I had a nice dream.
どんな？
Well, I can't really remember any of it. It was fun and I was happy. I still feel that way, even now.
ま、夢なんてそんなものか。起きたらすぐ忘れるよな。今日は竜英から通達が来てる。それと、領区からの陳情も確認してくれ。
Alright, got it. What is that? After finishing breakfast, I began my duties as usual. I looked over Riri's seal on the envelope as I slid a letter opener across the top. Let's see. It says they've approved repairs of the row house. Yay!
もう例の老朽化した。
Oh god, I like his sprite. Right. I had noticed a part of the roof sagging slightly, so I requested that it be inspected. It was then that I found that the rafters were beginning to rot away. Oh, that's good. That she found it.
ほんと、よく気づいたよな。お見事でした。
Thanks. It looks like all my walks around town came in handy. That reminds me, I took a look around the Square Quarter yesterday, and it seems there was an injury during preparations for the Lantern Festival. I was thinking of offering some money to help them. What do you think?
よろしい。そういう細かな配慮の積み重ねが当主への信頼を作る。前にタチの悪い風が流行った時も真っ先に聞きつけて、両区での予防を徹底させたおかげで、うちの区では罹患者が少なくて済んだしな。あの時もお手柄だったよ。えらいえらい。
Please keep complimenting me. I love it. Thanks. Ever since I was a child, Rukia had always taught me about so many things I didn't know. I guess he's like our guardian. What I needed to learn as the head of the family, what I needed to do. Even how to think and how to behave. That's why I was always so happy when he praised me with words of affirmation.
陳情嘆願。今日のところはこれで全部だな。さすが当家のご当主様。仕事をさばくのも随分こなれてきたんじゃないか。
Really? I'm glad to hear that. I have to keep this up. I can't keep relying on Uncle forever. Oh, he's our uncle. Did your uncle actually brush your hair and stuff though? My family, the Eastern Fifth, lost its previous head of house in the fire. At 8 years old, I was the only one left. Oh. I don't really remember that night too well. But many of the servants lost their lives, and the other survivors suffered such burns that they could no longer work. Oh, that seems like a really bad fire. The only one who stayed with the family was young Yuki. Fortunately, a friend of my father's from the northern second volunteered to look after me. He was the only one who took over all the duties as our acting head of the house until I became an adult this year. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that the Eastern Fifth was able to survive because of him. Until now, he's handed all the management of the surf quarter. But from here on out, I'll have to be able to protect its residents on my own. I still couldn't say I was doing it all on my own, as I was mostly observing and taking on duties little by little. But I did feel what I was doing was worth the effort. Say, can I go out for a bit before dinner?
また仕方ないな。すぐに車を出すから。
Oh no, I won't need it. I want to walk around on my own. Is that...
じゃあ俺が一緒に。
That's alright. Aren't you still busy with your other duties? You're trying to pull a fast
主人
one.
の随伴も俺の仕事のうちだ。
But it's not like we're together all the time, right? I'll be fine on my own. Given that we had only minimal numbers of servants, my attendant was very busy. I'm gonna avoid saying his name until I know how to pronounce it. He oversaw the management of our house and staff and even assisted in work required of the family head. Damn.
わかった。今日のやつ時にと思ってわらび餅を作ったんだが、それなら夕食に出すよ。黒蜜ときな粉でいいんだよな。
That would be great. I was just thinking about having some. Thank you. How did you know that? That's what I wanted. At times, he prepared snacks for me as well. I was thankful that he was so diligent in his work, possibly more so than servants of the other families. However, I sometimes worried that he was addicted to working. That said, he seemed to smile as I expect assignment from retreat later today.
お前のことなら何でもわかるんだよ。うちの姫はわかりやすいしな。
Really? You're just as easy to read as I am. Even though you're usually put together, you've got your own human moments.
はいはい、言ってろ言ってろ。じゃあ気をつけて。
Careful of what?
道で転ぶとか無駄遣いするとか。
I do no such thing. You worry too much. I feel like I'm guilty of that. I still began to make my way out of the study before stopping myself. Say. Thank you for everything.
どうした？花瓶でもあったのか？
Why would you say that? No, I just wanted to say thank you for what you do every day. How accusatory. Oh, how about a token of my appreciation? I can get you something while I'm out.
いらない。何も持ち帰ってこないでくれ。頼むから。
Does he feel more burden? Spread out Spread out above was a calm azure sky. It wasn't often that clouds could be seen in Itehari, but even with them, the sky seemed vast and endless. Yuki can be so protective sometimes. There's never anything to be careful about, quote-unquote, in Itehari. Are you sure? He seemed to be a servant only in name, since I was often the one following his instructions. Still, he always gave me the right to decide things for myself in the end. If I said I wanted to go outside, he wouldn't refuse. Our house is really lucky to have him. He's clever, talented, and, well, I think everyone would agree he's good-looking. He can be a bit bossy sometimes, but I don't mind. I no longer had a family, and even the memories of my parents were beginning to fade away, so Yuki was special to me. Itehari would be celebrating the Lantern Festival soon. As usual, the preparations that began around the festival, which gave thanks for bountiful harvests, was the city's most lively 7 days of the entire year. The 6 days in particular is the most lively. Everyone goes out to have fun, and the night sky is so pretty. I had attended every year with Yuki ever since I was little.
Oh, Toga no Hime-sama!
I looked towards the voice and saw an elderly couple I recognized.
先日は腕のいいからくり師殿を紹介してくださってありがとうございました。おかげで許容色のポンプもすっかり良くなりまして、みんな喜んでいます。
I'm so glad to hear that. I knew Setsuna would be able to fix it right away.
半月堂さんがこんな依頼を受けてくださるなんて思いませんでした。
ここだけの話、あそこの店主は気難しいって評判ですからね。
Huh? That's not true. Well, maybe a bit. But if you talk to him, he'll listen. Despite the way he looks, helping people is kind of like a hobby of his.
なるほど。
Don't hesitate to let me know if there's anything else troubling you.
ありがとうございます、ご当主様。
Following my leisurely walk around town, I found myself stopping by my usual spot. The hilltop was a familiar favorite of mine, where I could look out over the townscape. The noise of the crowded main streets were distant and faint, allowed me to just forget the time and stare at the sky. It felt like a secret place, one I hadn't even told Yuki about. The setting sun melted into the steam that rose from Itehari. How pretty. I'd watched the sunset like this so many times before, but it was always so captivating that I couldn't take my eyes off it. Eventually the golden sun crossed down towards the horizon, coloring the world in a shade of burnt red. Once it sank completely past the surface of the earth, where Toei lay, the night sky with twinkling stars would arrive. I love how this time of day separates day and night. It makes you think of just how vast the world must be. I imagine that how the world must stretch out further than even the edge of the skies that I could see from here. I guess she's been in this town forever then. I consider all my days well spent. I'm living a happy life, but it feels like something's missing. This place was a city floating in the sky. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Outside of Itehari, which was itself small and large at the same time, other cities existed on the surface with different people living there. I want to see the places where the sun sets. I want to know. I have felt this way ever since I was a child, and it still moved me to my core with the same strength as it did back then. But
そんなこと、外では絶対に言っちゃダメだ。
oh, why not?
イテハリは幸せな町だから。悪人はおらず、暴力もない。完璧で恵まれてる。地上のしがらみから解き放たれた町。なのに外の世界へ行きたいなんて言えば、頭がおかしいと思われる。大樹公へ反逆の意ありとも取られかねない。憧れるなとは言わない。ただ隠してほしい。お前を守るために。
He told me that whenever I voice my curiosity about the world outside, I know Oyu's right. It's not like anything in Itehari displeases me. I agreed that it was a plentiful, blessed, and happy city. But isn't it just normal to want to learn about what you don't know? I don't know. I mean, yes, but at times like these, I felt just a little bit like Itehari, which I love so much, could be so suffocating. Could be suffocating. Is someone there? I had never come across anyone here before. Well, there's like rails, so definitely people come here. Think of how odd it was. I turned around. Oh? What? What? Huh? What does he have? Like, what are those things called? There stood a boy who seemed younger than me, holding sharp objects that seemed like needles, but they didn't look like they were used for sewing, as they were far more longer and wider. Oh my gosh, she's so naive. She's gonna get stabbed. What? What? He made his way swiftly towards me. Oh my god. Jesus, I had no idea what was going on, but I felt an ominous chill rush down my spine. Well, you wanted to know about the world outside. Ah. He swiped the long, thin needles through the air, which I narrowly avoided by sheer luck. Oh my god. My confusion startled to transform into terror. Who are you? Even though I tried to hide my fear, my voice shook. Yes.
答えるわけないじゃん。つうか、名乗れば満足するわけ？
I don't. Just mean your name. What do you... Wait. Could he be trying to hurt me? Oh, girl. It was only a fleeting thought, but I still couldn't believe it. That's impossible. No one would ever want to hurt anyone else. Whoa. He's powerful. As I instantly stepped back, the same flash of silver light swept past my eyes. This person is crazy. I realized that I had backed against the edge of the lookout. There's nowhere to retreat. If I move back any further, I'll fall, but if I move forward, I might be stabbed. I should try to defend myself. With what? Even in Itehari, where there was no conflict, the daughters of the noble families were taught some basics on how to wield I think that's a short sword, but who even carries that while just walking around? Well, even if I had one here, I was almost certain that the stances and techniques I was taught were just a simple formality. In this desperate situation, I had to just go for it. Huh? I turned away and left with everything I had. Oh my god, that's what happened. Regardless of my current circumstances, knowing that this was the last sunset I would ever see nearly brought me to tears. If he's determined to kill me, I'll be dead anyways. Dying from the fall was a real possibility. At the very least, I would suffer serious injuries. But I don't want to die, so I would take a gamble in order to live. After an instant of weightlessness, my body began to plummet as if the ground was pulling me down towards it. Gravity. As I trembled with fear that from lurching sensation. The world around me shook from the sudden jolt. What? How was I pulled back up? How far did you fall? I could have sworn I was plunging down head first, but I suddenly found myself back on the lookout. I can still move my limbs. I'm not in pain at all. But the danger in front of me hadn't yet disappeared. As I quickly rose to my feet, a bright blade flashed just above my head. Our savior! What? I could only breathe and murmur in my confusion. Oh, he's heterochromatic. A young man I didn't stood between us to protect me. A clash of metal rang out as both weapons gleamed in the crimson light of the sun. The assailant clad in black quickly leapt back. Oh, look, he's hurt. As they fought, the new arrival's arm was slashed, sending blood through the air. However, instead of faltering, he took a long stride forward. Each stroke of his sword was powerful and fearless, even beautiful. Wait, is there poison? He let out an annoyed sigh. Just as quickly as he arrived, he turned around and dashed off. His figure quickly melted in the lengthening shadows cast by the sunset. Have I been saved? Still not understanding the situation, I gazed up at the young man with dark hair. Excuse me. Should I say thank you or ask why he came to me? I opened my mouth knowing I had to say something. Yes, say something. Oh no, there's probably poison. He suddenly collapsed where he stood. Are you alright? Of course not. I panicked, rushing over to the man who saved my life. From this moment onward, the days I spent in tranquility have come to an end. Oh. The frozen hands of time began to move, altering the future of Itehari. This is the song. Chapter select now unlocked. Okay. Okay. Wait. Chapter 1. City in the Sky. It's like, wait, select.
元の場所に返してこい。
I didn't think that would happen. I thought he'd be nice about it. Come on, you don't have to shout. How did she carry him all this way?
先月は鳥、先週は猫、今日は人。何でもかんでも拾ってきて、面倒見るのはいつも俺じゃないか。
Well, they had all lost their way. I couldn't just let them to.
まず、貴族の子女が一人で街歩きってのも普通じゃないんだ。禁止されてるわけじゃないし、俺も見逃してきたけど。だからって、出かけるたびに何かしら拾ったり、厄介事を持ち帰ってくるのは。
I know what you want to say, but isn't it important to help others? Isn't it important to help others?
ダメだとは言わない。けど、普通そこまでしないだろ。
But I want to.
ひなぎく。
I know I still depend on you and Uncle, so I'm not completely independent yet. But that's why I have to do as much as I can. You praised me for how I handled the illness of the broke out, and we were just talking about how useful my walks have been.
あれは、まあ、そうだけど。
And it's different this time. This person saved me. It's my fault that he got hurt. Does he not believe him or her? So please, can we at least let him stay here until his wounds heal?
意識が戻るまでなら許す。目が覚めたらさっさと出てってもらうからな。
Okay, thank you. I'll just have to find a way to convince Yuki to let him stay longer. If not, I can keep him in the storehouse and...
俺は折れないし、蔵でかくまうのもダメだからな。
Are we that obvious? How did you know? I was thinking that. How's just been looking at very stern until now? Suddenly smiled.
何年一緒にいると思ってる？お前の考えることなんて全部お見通しだ。まあ、幸いと言うべきか。あの男の怪我は大して深くなかったよ。というか浅い。ちょっとかすったくらいだ。
Thank goodness.
逆になんであれで気絶したのか不思議だよ。まあ、血を見たらそっとくらいするか。
Maybe he was just so relieved his opponent ran away. It looked like he wanted to say more, but I let Alice die as if deciding to move on.
それで一体どこで拾ったんだあの男。
On the lookout between the 4th and 5th division, the view is really pretty from there. While I was watching the sunset, a person suddenly appeared wielding needles like claws and then just rushed towards me.
襲われたのか。
I think so. It wasn't as if my memory of the incident was fuzzy. I just couldn't clearly decide if that actually happened. So there really are people who attack others. He was there, I saw him, I know it wasn't a dream, and yet I had always thought violence only happened in plays and stories. I was there, and I still can't believe it, so I imagine it's even harder for you to believe. I don't think so. But I'm not lying.
別に最初から疑ってない。ひなぎくの言うことは信じてる。というか、嘘ならすぐにわかる。
Thanks. Itehari was a peaceful city. Someone intentionally hurting another resident was unheard of.
無事でよかった。怖かったか？
Yeah? I didn't really understand what was happening at the time, but thinking back on it now, I think it was a little bit... I think he was trying to kill me.
そうか。
So please, you have to understand that this man is the reason why I got out of that without any serious injuries. At my insistence, another smile came across his face.
わかったよ。うちの大事な姫を助けてくれたやつには相応の礼をしないとな。
Right. The next morning, after waking up, I left my room and quietly peered into the guest room. The young man who fell unconscious after saving me. Oh, he's up. Seemed to be awake already, his eyes meeting mine as I looked into the room. Did you knock? Did you knock? Oh good, you're awake. Oh, I must have surprised you. This is my home. Thank you so much for yesterday.
君、誰だっけ？
Oh my god.
あと、俺はどこの誰なのかな？
Oh god, he has amnesia? What? And so, since I wasn't able to carry you all by myself, I called for a motor coach to be sent. He...
こうして姫様の家に連れ帰ってくれたわけか。
After he had woken up, the young man seemed to have lost his memories, not only of yesterday, but even before that as well. I was so surprised by this unexpected situation, but after talking to we decided to have breakfast and explain to him the events of yesterday. He seemed a little bit anxious at first, but was now listening to me with a friendly smile on his face.
で、自分のことを全部忘れてるって？
ああ、姫様の話を聞いているうちになんとなく思い出したことがあるよ。多分だけど、俺の名前はヤシロだと思う。
I'm Hinagiku. Okay. He's skeptical. Don't look so scary.
仕方ないよ。突然記憶をなくしたなんて普通は信じられないだろうし。
As Yashiro's shoulders slumped, he gave an annoyed sigh.
俺は記憶の有無よりうちの姫への態度が慣れ慣れしい方が気になるけどな。
He's jealous. Yashiro, don't mind Yuki. Is there anything else you're able to remember apart from your name?
名前以外は何も。住んでいた場所とか仕事とか家族がいたのかどうかもわからない。
ひなぎくを助けたことは？
そのあたりはうっすら思い出してきたよ。暴れている男がいて、女の子、そこの姫様が襲われていたから、 彼女が高台から飛び降りようとしたのをとっさに止めて。
Oh, yeah, she kind of admitted that. She stared at me in silence. I didn't tell him that I risked my life, but it was an attempt to save it.
なんとかしなくちゃと、そう思ったところまでは覚えているんだけど、思い出せるのはそれくらいかな。
So how are your injuries? Are you in pain?
ちょっとね。でもこのくらいの動作なら問題ない。
He's optimistic. Yashiro smiled as he moved his injured arm, holding the bowl in his hand. I see. I gave a sigh of relief and I looked down at our breakfast. We had miso braised salmon and rice today, carefully cooked. There was also spinach, sauté, and soy sauce, Yuki's homemade pickled vegetables, and souped with hanafu and mitsuba. I didn't feel like eating at all yesterday, but having a warm meal in front of me now was bringing my appetite back.
でも君に怪我がなくてよかったよ。
Weren't you also scared, Yashiro? Why did you save me?
理由なんてないよ。君が襲われているのを見て、とっさに体が動いたんだ。
His distinctive eyes looked straight at me. One was glittering amber and the other was a light indigo, like the sky on a clear day.
助けなきゃって。
Thank you so much. You saved my life. If you hadn't come, I would have been seriously injured. No, not only that, I might have even died. Yuki's stern expression began to soften. Although after all these years of observing him, I somehow got the feeling that he was still in a bad mood. Yeah, memory loss. I've heard about it in stories, but I suppose it's a real thing.
実際ヤシロも死にかけたわけだから、精神的なショックは大きかっただろう。もしかしたら頭も打ったとか、物理的な原因もあるのかもしれないな。
ここがいてはりで、大樹様のおかげで毎日幸せに暮らせるとか、そういう当たり前のことは覚えているんだけど。
I don't think he'll recover right away. I'm not sure what I can do for him, but I am worried if you kick him out. Say, Yashiro, until your memory returns, how about you stay... No.
Hinagiku!
Well, Yashiro saved my life. His memory loss could be my fault, right? We have to help those in need, so...
ダメだ。
Yuki gave me a firm reply, turning back to Yashiro.
うちの姫を助けてくれたのは感謝してる。もちろん謝礼だって払う。けど、面倒までは見られない。
Why not?
うちも立場がある家だ。記憶がない、素性のわからない外の人間を置くわけにはいかない。
I want to do something for Yashiro, but Aku's right. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I can't be of much help.
いや、姫様が謝ることじゃないよ。俺が勝手に首を突っ込んで、勝手に記憶を失ったんだから。ごちそうさまでした。
I would feel so guilty. Yashiro finished the meal, and Yuki prepared and put his hands together in a gesture of gratitude.
姫の恩人をそのまま放り出すほど、俺も薄情じゃない。
gonna put him in the storehouse, right?
黒鶴に事情を伝えるくらいの顔つなぎならしてやる。
いや、まずは自分で何とかしてみるよ。今はいろいろ忘れているけど、ちょっと頭が混乱しているだけなのかもしれないし、街でも歩いてみたらそのうちすんなり思い出すかもしれない。
Yashiro. As I sat in frustration at not being able to help, Yashiro gazed at me and smiled gently.
俺のことは心配しないで。一晩泊めて傷の手当てまでしてくれた。食事もほら、この香のものとかすごく美味しかった。
Oh, he's amazing, him.
こんなによくしてくれて本当にありがとう。迷惑をかけて。
Oh my god. And then? Still unable to remember anything, Yashiro left the house alone. Oh, I thought he would have caved. I really hope he'll be alright. It seemed that Yugi was generous in his payment, but money wouldn't bring his memories back, or his memory back. I really have to do something.
Hinagiku.
Just as I reached the bottom of the staircase, Yugi's called out to me, giving me a startle. Yes, what is it? What's wrong?
やめとけ。余計な世話を焼く必要はない。
But he doesn't remember anything. I can at least accompany him to the central district.
そんなこと言って、あいつの身元探しに付き合うつもりだろ。
He saw right through me. As I fell silent, unable to deny his claim, Yugi looked at me and sighed.
昨日の今日なんだ。人通りの少ない場所には行くなよ。どうしても記憶が戻らないようなら、そのまま連れて帰ってこい。あいつは自分でと言っていたけど、黒鶴に口を聞いてやる。
Really?
命の恩人だからな。
Even though he gave me his permission, Yuki's disgruntled look suggested that he must have mixed feelings. Well, that's fair.
対面だけを考えれば、これ以上関わり合いにならない方がいいに決まってるけど、力になってやりたい気持ちもわかるし、それに姫に勝手に動かれると後始末が余計面倒だ。
Thank you, Yuki. You're the best. Yay!
まったく調子いいよな、うちの姫は。日が暮れるまでには帰ってこいよ。
Oh, he is letting us go. Okay, I'm off then. Bye. Iki always looked upset whenever I brought back animals like birds and cats. But he never refused them and always took them in eventually. But my attendant could be strict, but he was really kind. But really, he was kind. Oh, there you are. Wait, Yashiro. On the street right outside the mansion, I found the person I was looking for.
どうしたの、姫様。
I'm coming with you. You need someone to show you the way around town, right? Yashiro furrowed his brow and seemed somewhat bewildered, but quickly broke into a smile.
ありがとう、姫様。本当は結構心細かったんだ。追いかけてきてくれて嬉しいよ。 顔を見た瞬間ちょっと安心した。
Did you really? Really? I'm glad to hear that. I'm suspicious of him though. I just hope he's able to remember something. So, is there anything here that you recognize?
いや、それがちっとも。
I see. Then maybe you didn't come around here much.
確かに近所に住んでいたなら姫様とも顔見知りだったかもしれないしね。
As you strolled through the castle district, Yashiro smiled cheerfully without any signs of worry. Want to try going somewhere with more people? You might find some of your family or friends, or someone you know might know.
姫様。
Yashiro stood still and stared at me. What? What is it? He had such a serious look on his face. It was making me feel anxious.
親身になってくれて本当にありがとう。昨日の今日で本当なら家の外に出るのも怖いだろうに。
Well, I was just surprised by what happened, but I'm alright now. I don't know if she processed what happened. Anyways, I'm sure nothing like that would happen again. Will happen again. Yashiro must have been much more afraid than I was, since he's the one who actually fought. He must have been more anxious on top of that, considering he can't remember anything. He looked a bit perplexed, so I made sure to speak in a cheerful tone as I continued. I often go out on walks, and that was the first time I ever encountered anyone dangerous. Something like that is extremely rare, since the Great Taju is always watching over us.
So,
Yeah, he seems very...
イテハリは平和だから。
He's suspicious. Right. Oh, we're in the Eastern Third right now. How much do you remember about the city?
知識としてはある程度覚えているような気がする。イテハリの中央には大きな木、不草樹があって、その根元に金域、大樹様の暮らしている場所がある。金域に隣接する竜営は管理たちのいる役所だよね。
Oh good, you remember all of that.
それで竜営も金域も貴族の中でも限られた人しか入れないんだろ。入っちゃダメって言われると覗いてみたくならない？
I feel the same way. I've never been in the Forbidden Sanctum either. People say there's as much greenery there as there is on the surface. Sounds amazing.
見てみたいな、金域。もし俺が大樹様のお付きになれば入れるのかな。
You mean kinji? They're allowed in, of course, but joining them is really difficult. There might only be one nobleman every handful of years who's skilled enough in martial arts to be chosen.
試験があるんだっけ？
I think so, but the details on their selection process is a secret. For the most part, they seem to be picked from the most skills of the Korzoshiken.
なるほど。そのあたりの仕組みはあまり思い出せないな。
There aren't many people who know about it in the first place, so I wouldn't worry. Oh, do you remember the city divisions?
イテハリの町は細かく区分けされていたよね。
Right, 32 subdivisions in total. In the innermost district are Forbidden Satrium, the Rue and Korzumin Command Center. Division 2 through 4 are in the Castle District.
貴族の住んでいる場所だよね。城下町の外側にあるのが中町だろ。通りに面した店がたくさんあって、いつも人で賑わっている。
Right. So do you remember what's outside the Central District?
橋町だよね。あの辺は背の高い建物が多くて、道が狭いんだよな。
It was a relief to know that he still remembered how Itehari was laid out. Hmm.
改めて考えてみると、なんだか不思議だな。
What is?
俺たちの暮らすこの町、イテハリが空に浮いていること。姫様はそう思わない？
I haven't really thought about it. But I'm sure it's because of the great Taiju's power and Ryu's careful management. What's wrong?
大樹様のっていうのはよく聞くけど、竜影に言及する人は珍しい気がして。
I guess most people don't notice them in their daily lives. But I think everyone is able to go about their daily smoothly because the Rue does a good job of managing everything in Itehari. The current Prime Minister, Lord Sakaiki, is excellent. He's the head of the clan of Wisdom, so he knows
地
everything.
の一族？
You forgot about them too? They may do things a bit differently, but they're a well-known family that's given us so many prime ministers throughout the generations.
そういえば、貴族の中でも特に上位の家があるんだよね。
You mean the 7 houses?
ああ、そうそう。
It sounds like you're starting to remember some things. I feel like it's like probing for questions and how the things laid out. The highest ranked families are the top 7 of each cardinal district: north, south, east, and west.
北一の家とか、汝の家とか、数字が少ないほど高貴で、姫様は東郷の家なんだよね。
Oh, did I mention that?
今朝食事をしながら、昨日の説明をしてくれている時に言っていたよ。俺を東郷の家まで連れてきたって。
As he spoke, he eased into a gentle smile.
とりあえず人が多い場所にでも行ってみようと思うんだけど。
Then we should go to Central District.
あ、でもイテハリらしい場所を見ればもっと思い出せることがあるかも。
He's so suspicious though. I thought of Yashiro's comment for a moment. Then let's go to... Oh shit. Can I save? Hold on, back. Save again? Is it this one? Save. So, more representative of that? So, Ryu is more representative. Kozuru is... Not really? I don't know. Wait, I totally forgot. How about we go to the Rue? feel like we're gonna go to both, to be honest. No. Oh, but we only be able to look at the buildings from the outside. Maybe not be able to get anything from that.
いや、興味があるよ。もしかしたら誰か知り合いがいるかもしれないし。
I don't know if that was the right choice. I can't say that's too likely.
そう？
Really? Yeah. But we don't have somewhere else to go. You can check it out at least. Oh, maybe we can go to both then. I hope we can go to both. This is really building.
ここって許可のない人は中に入れないんだろ？
It looks nice. Right. I think you need to apply for permission if you're not a noble head of the house or a Ruekari's official. It would be really hectic inside if everyone was able to barge in with their troubles.
確かに。けど実際に何か困った時はどうしてたんだっけ？黒鶴に頼る？
Oops. I think in most cases people send a request to nobles. I often get petitions myself. But what if there's a real emergency?
ああ、じゃあ姫様は当主様でもあるんだ。
Yes, my parents died a long time ago. I have no siblings either.
そうだったのか。まだそんなに若いのに当主だなんてすごいね、姫様。ああ、姫様より当主様と呼んだ方がいいのかな。
No, you can just call me whatever's easiest for you. Oh. Under different circumstances, Yashiro would need to be more formal with me, but I didn't consider that to be necessary at this point.
じゃあ、姫様。あの扉、なんだか変わっているね。鍵穴もとってもない。
It's operated by a special mechanism. Want to take a closer look?
ぜひ。
See this depression right here? The door opens when someone places their seal on it. Oh, you steal the seal. Yep. I opened the case hanging from my hip and took out my seal. It's like a badge of permission to visit the Rue. Every family has a different design. When the door opens, a record is made of who it was when they enter and when they left.
Oh, 全然思い出せないな。
I mean, he wouldn't know, right? I don't think anyone would know much about these things unless they visited the Rue often. Even among nobles, only family heads and Kario officials are even seals. As I was speaking, right in front of us, the door began to open. Oh, is this good or bad? Oh, good day, Lord Saki. Lord Karatachi, I trust you are well? I quickly suppressed my surprise and managed to hide my nervousness with a deep brow.
Hey.
They don't look that scary. Well, Sachi bowed in dignified motion and began to speak. But with a smile, Lord Katachi talked right over him.
元気に挨拶できて偉い。キくんどこの子だっけ？確か
東郷の当主Hinagiku殿ですよ。
東郷？え？あのちっちゃい子がもうこんなに大きくなったんだ。それに
Katachi quickly glanced over at Yashiro, who stood beside me. But
からたち殿、早く指令所へお帰りください。控えめに言って業務の邪魔です。
榊殿ひどくない？本当に控えてますそれ。
Urgatachi's large frame sulked, but he quickly snapped out of it and smiled.
じゃあね、Hinagiku殿。また今度。
Urgatachi left us like a passing storm, and Lord Sachi let out an exhausted sigh.
時間を浪費させて申し訳ありません。本日は何用ですか？
No business in particular. It occurred to me that I might stop by. I hid the real reason why we were here. Sachi would probably be able to provide adequate help to Yashiro if I asked him, but it would be best if Yashiro could get his memories back on his own. He didn't want to seem to make a big deal out of it.
そうですか。では、私もこれで失礼を。
Yes, of course. Very good to see you again. Until next time. Gave another deep bow. After waiting to hear the door shut completely, I lifted my head and breathed a sigh of relief. Wow, that scared me. I didn't think we would run into those two.
姫様、さっきのって。
The Prime Minister, Lord Sachi, and the General of Lord I knew it. I was like, I'm really sure they're probably like the heads. I mentioned Lord Sachi before, didn't I?
ああ、うん。
Oh, do they recognize each other? Yashiro, are you okay? You don't look well.
なんだか空気が重かったよね。偉い方々だし、無意識に緊張したのかな。
Maybe, especially seeing them together. I think that was the first time I've seen it happen.
ところで姫様、さっきの印象さ、外から見える印籠に入れて引っ提げるのはちょっと危なくないかな。
Do you mean I might drop it? Don't worry, the strap's specifically made to be sturdy. She's so trusting. It's because the student.
おう、なら安心だね。
After that, we arrived at the central district, having made no particular progress.
まあ、思い出せないものは仕方がないよ。たくさん付き合ってくれてありがとう、姫様。
You're really okay with letting it go? You sure are brave, Yashiro. I mean, you can't force it, right?
どうしようもないからね。俺が焦ったところで記憶が戻るわけじゃないし。俺、変かな。ちょっとくらい焦った方が自然。
I think most people would be a bit panicked. But I don't think it's a bad thing that you're feeling calm. Stressing out about it might do more harm than good.
まあ、でも少しは焦ってみようかな。俺だって早く全部の記憶を取り戻したいしね。
I wasn't sure that intentionally trying to worry was the right idea, though.
そういえば、姫様は最初から俺が平民だと分かっているような口ぶりだったよね。それはどうしてかな。俺は自分の身分さえ思い出していないのに。
Oh my god, that's like, well, I just kind of figured you were by the way you're dressed. I think you live in the central district, or maybe even the outer district. You don't seem to be a noble. Oh. The materials used in your clothing, even the patterns on your fabric, you can get an idea from looking at all of that. But you had very polite manners while eating, so I think you've been taught some etiquette. So even though you might not be a noble, you may be from a wealthy merchant family or something.
すごいね、姫様。よく見ている。
However, considering how big the city was, that wasn't enough to figure out his identity. I guess this will be more than a single day of work. Let's look around a bit more, and if we don't find anything before evening, how about we go back to my house? I thought that was like, no.
いや、いいよ。ここまで付き合ってくれて本当に助かったし、嬉しかった。姫様は日が落ちる前に帰った方がいいよ。俺は適当になんとかするから。
No, I can't just leave you. You don't even have a place to stay tonight, do you? I mean, you can rent a place.
優しすぎるよ、姫様は。
To be honest, even if he told me to bring you back if you couldn't manage to remember anything. Did he? I don't remember that. He doesn't look happy about that. Iggy was pretty cold to him this morning. Is Yashiro scared of him? I think it's more opposite. She thinks he's lying. Or he thinks she's lying. I was trying to be nice, but if that bothered Yashiro, I couldn't force that. What should I do? Oh. That's it. I know just the person to go to in a time like this.
頼れる人？
A friend of mine who does all sorts of odd jobs. He's really a skilled arcanist for his main job, though he's a bit stubborn and doesn't like people much.
偏屈で人嫌いって大丈夫なのかな？
He's actually a kind person at heart. He's just on the reserve side and a little shy. Just the other day, he was talking about being desperate for more help, and...
何してんの？
Is this him? Oh, it's him. I suddenly felt a hand on my shoulder and found myself being pulled backwards. Though I was surprised to hear his voice, I recognized it instantly. Sesuna? Right?
あんた、誰？
Huh? He glared at Yashiro with the scarlet eyes.
距離近すぎ。慣れ慣れしすぎ。あんまりこの子に近寄らないでくれる？
Everyone's going for him. His wavy candy-colored hair tickled me as it brushed against my cheek. He was just a person to help us. Perfect timing. Oh? I actually really need your help right now. This is...
姫様、その人知り合い？
だから近寄るなって。
君の方がずっと近くないかな。
Yashiro, he's the one I was telling you about. That friend of mine who can do anything. This is Yashiro. He saved my life. I can't stop laughing. I know you're just worried about me, but he's not being a bother, okay? Doesn't seem to understand. He gave a small sigh and took a step back from me. Anyways, sorry to bring this up out of nowhere, but...
聞きたくない。
What?
そりゃ俺だってひなぎくの言うことなら何でも聞いてやりたいよ。けど嫌な予感する。ものすごく。
It's alright. I'm pretty sure that this is probably gonna be good for you, too. To explain the situation further, we headed to the 6th Division in the Central District. There, we stepped into his shop, Hangsudo? Explained how Yashiro saved me. That after the shock of an event, he lost his memories and he didn't have a place to stay for the night. After hearing all that...
Yada.
What? Sasuna swiftly rejected and caught me by surprise. Why? Why not?
手が足りないとは言ったよ。それに、ひなぎくが暇な時に手伝ってくれたら助かるってことも言った。
Huh? What? You're my friend, Sasuna. And do I look like there's some machinery? So, of course I'll help out when I can. I do like machinery. But the family work is keeping me busier than user nowadays. I can't help out all the time.
お？姫様、仕事してるの？
I do. I still can't handle everything on my own, but I'm the head of my family.
それってどんなこと？
貴族の当主は領を治めるのが仕事。そんなことも覚えてないわけ？
ああ、いや、忘れていたわけじゃなくて、意外だったから。
Wait, did I give off the impression that I'm unemployed?
ま、どれくらい真面目にやるかは家によって差があるもんね。
うん。領を治めるって大変だろ？
Ruling over anything sounds like an exaggeration. It's more like managing things. The more prestigious and noble family, the more people's lives they had to work to protect.
俺にはちっとも想像がつかないな。結構大変そうだよね、それ。
そうだよ。忙しいし、すごく大変。頑張っててめっちゃ偉い。
Thanks, Atsuna. Or, I think I know his name.
それで、つゆくさはどんな仕事？からくり師と何でも用していると聞いたよ。
それ、あんたに話す必要ある？
I really like it if you told him anything you can share might help bring his memory back.
全然気は進まないけど。
Seeing me plead to him, he gave a tired smile.
ま、仕方ないか。
なんだか悪いな。
本当だよ。うち、この半月島で請け負ってる仕事は大きく分けて2つ。1つはからくり関係。制作と修理、どっちも受けてるけど、一から作ってくれって依頼はめったにない。そもそも、からくりってすごく値が張る。部品だけでも、ものによってはしばらく食うに困らない額とかするじゃん。
Nothing so far seemed to jog Yashiro's memory, and he simply nodded in a vague way.
前金で払ってからくりを持ち逃げされたら依頼主は大損。だから修理の依頼は基本後払い。金が入ってくるまで時間がかかる。だからその間、生計を立てるために何でも屋をしてる。それがうちの2つ目の仕事。
You know, sometimes I find and pick up stray cats. When that happens, I ask listeners for help in finding their owners.
んで、とうとう人間を拾ってきたわけね。
I just said the same thing. It was painful to hear, Setsuna really helps with everything, like making deliveries, standing in line to buy snacks, looking for lost items.
小銭稼ぐ程度だから仕事としては繁盛してないよ。からくりに集中したいのに、なんか近所の人とか今さら断りにくくなっちゃって困ってんだよね。
You know, I think it would be great if Yashiro could help you with those odd jobs.
うん。俺が君の代わりに外へ出て小銭を稼ぐよ。
いや、だから頼んでな。
But then you'll be able to focus on what you really love, right?
いや、いい。俺は一人が合ってる。店に他の人間を置くのは無理。
I see. I thought it was a good idea, but I couldn't force him to agree with it. Well, Yashiro, I know you might not like it, but looks like you'll have to come home with me.
は？
Something in Susan's voice changed.
うちってひなぎくの家ってこと？
Yeah, that's right.
そんなの淡雪が許すわけないじゃん。
Yuki. But he did.
マジで言ってる？
Yep. I didn't specify exactly what he did. What Ayuki actually said was that he was gonna go talk to Kurzo, not that he would let Yashiro stay indefinitely. I'm not lying, right? Right. It's just, I think Yashiro is a bit uncomfortable around Yuki. So I thought it would be better if there was someone else he could stay and help out.
わかった。
What's fine?
ひなぎくの家に知らない男を置くくらいならうちに置いた方がマシ。
Really?
嫌だよ。すごく嫌だけど銭払は変えられない。
Thank you. Isn't that great news, Yashiro?
うん。姫様が自分のことみたいに喜んでくれて嬉しいよ。ありがとう。
喜ぶ前にあんたは俺に感謝したら？
もちろん感謝しているよ。人嫌いな露草の家にお世話になるのは申し訳なくもあるけど、とてもありがたい。これからどうぞよろしく、露草。
ここは俺の店なんだから俺の言うことは絶対。あと機材に勝手に触るのはダメ。
This site started listing all the things Yashiro's couldn't do at the studio. It means he really is serious about letting Yashiro stay. So there's continuous scowl on his face while Yashiro and I listen with smiles. Time flew by as we talked, and it was already nearing sundown when I left Setsuna said he would walk me part of the way back, and we set off down the road stained in crimson light. Thank you so much for today.
ま、あんたの頼みだしね。いいよ。
We passed through the crowded central district, and just as we were about to enter the castle district,
じゃ、俺はそろそろ。
but first, husband could finish saying that he would head back to the shop.
おやおや、珍しいですね、半月堂さん。外に出て、しかもこんなところまでいらっしゃるとは。
Who is that? A young boy didn't recognize suddenly appeared in front of us.
ああ、サクか。
Is he a friend of yours? The cute boy with the delicate features grinned and bowed to me.
ご挨拶が遅れましたね、姫様。お初にお目にかかります。サクと申します。
ひなぎく、お記録屋って知ってる？
Archivists, the ones who gather information around the city and record what happens?
そうなのです。このサク、あちこちの貴族様からごひいきにしていただいている売れっ子のお記録屋なのですよ。サクの頭の中は噂話の宝庫。領区を把握するにもご婚約前の身辺調査にも引っ張りだこです。
Damn.
ま、仕事はきちんとやってくれるよ。主戦度だけど。
はあ、半月堂のつゆくささんにそんな評価をいただけるなんて、サクも光栄の至りです。
This boy really does all that, but he's so young. As I stood in surprise before the young Saku, he lowered his head, his voice as we spoke.
昨日も大変でしたよね、姫様。人気のない場所であんなことに。
Wait, how did he know?
姫様一人だと倒れたお兄さんはどこにも運べませんからね。ちょうど近くを通りかかる人がいてよかったとは思いませんでした？
Oh, wait, did you?
ああ、お題は結構ですよ。今回に限ってはですけど。
Saku waved his hand in a playful, dismissive gesture as he cut me off.
押し売りみたいになってしまうとサクも気が引けますし。初回はお試し。けれど、今後は適切なお題をということでお願いします、姫様。
Oh my god. I understand. Thank you for calling for help yesterday. And if there's anything else I need, Saku, I'll be sure to let you know.
はい。
He gave a carefree smile and bowed deeply in response.
つゆくさ様が引き取ってくれたのか。なら安心だな。
It is. Yuki seemed unaffected by the good news, but I trusted that he felt relieved since he had been somewhat worried about Yashiro. Yashiro found a place to stay and had some extra help. And Yuki isn't mad at me for the way things ended up. Everything turned out so well. However, since Yashiro's memories hadn't returned, I decided I would go and see how he was doing tomorrow. I thought to myself as I lay down in bed. Then, that night, I had a dream. I can smell the sweet scent of flowers. I stepped forward, feeling I was about to come into contact with something new, something unknown to me. The dream made my heart race. Chapter 2, Fields Ablaze. I wonder if Yashiro is doing alright. I finished my work for the day before leaving the house. I Ever since I asked if Yashiro could stay at Hatsuno, I planned on going to see how he was doing. But several petitions came in from the surf quarter, and before I knew it, a few days had passed. Hello, are you here? I can't say his name. A short moment after calling out, I heard the noisy chamber of footsteps rushing down the stairs.
いるよ。今日はどうしたの、ひなぎく。何か困りごと？
No, I came to see how Yashiro was doing.
そうなんだ。
He's so let down. Silence, since I was the one that found him, I can't just leave him all to you.
そんな気にしてやらなくてもいいよ。あいつならさっき仕事に出したとこ。
Alone?
一人で。
Oh, I hope he's alright.
そんなに難しいことは頼んでないよ。単なる猫探し。
But Yashiro's lost his memories. I'm sure he's forgotten about all the roads in Itehari.
どうせしらみつぶしに探すんだから、道がわからなくても同じじゃん。
He replied apathetically, and I thought for a moment. Will Yashiro really be able to come back safely? He seemed to be capable of getting himself into trouble easily. She's being like very overprotective. I should go out to look for him.
え、なんで？ひなぎくがそんなことする必要なくない？
But I'm worried. The reason I came here in the first place was to see how Yashiro was doing. I'm sure I can help him search for the cat, too.
だったら俺が見てくる。あんたは店で待ってて。猫探しだって俺が頼まれた仕事だし、どっちにしろそろそろ息抜きしようかなって思ってたから。
These excuses. Okay, then how about we go look together?
いやだから、あんたが社のためにそこまでしてやる必要な。
It'll be more fun for me to go out with you than just wait here. Please?
わかったよ。行こう。
Yay! I was pleasantly surprised by that Suzuno was willing to go out, considering how much of a homebody he is. We closed up Hatsuno and left to look for Yashiro. Apparently it was a noble from the 4th division who asked for their lost cat to be found. Suzuno told Yashiro to first search around their estate, but did Yashiro look like he understood which way to go?
いや、それはさすがに大丈夫だろ。
Though I was still feeling a bit anxious after a short while of searching for Yashiro, he found him.
ニスケ様、いませんか？
I heard a familiar voice from the alley and peered inside to find the very person we were looking for. Well, you're looking for a cat, too. Yashiro.
あれ、姫様、どうしてここに？しかも露草まで。
I came to Hatsuno to see how you were doing, but since you were out on a job, I thought I'd come and help.
そうなんだ。つまり、姫様は俺のことを心配してきてくれたのかな？
Yes, I'm sorry it took me so long to come check on you.
そんなに気を使わなくても大丈夫だよ。ほら、露草がすごい顔をしている。
痛は感じないけど胸はモヤモヤする。
Oh. Do you need a rest? Maybe we should go back to
そんなんじゃないし大丈夫。あんたが手で握っててくれたら治る。
Really? When I asked if he was sure, Anu looked away, embarrassed.
ひなぎくは知ってると思うけど、俺城下町って得意じゃないからさ。
Oh. What? Now that he mentioned it, I recalled some occasions when that seemed to be the case. Sin has never wanted to go into the castle district.
あんまり長居したくないのはマジだから、さっさと猫を見つけて帰ろう。
Is he also like from there? We were looking for a cat named Mitsuki. Its fur was mostly black with white paws. Oh, it's a tuxedo cat. One by one, we looked into narrow gaps between walls as well as other paths a cat might take. Have you gotten used to the life at Hatsudo yet, Yashiro? How's your memory?
街の地理なんかは思い出してきたというより覚えたの方が正しいかな。相変わらず自分のことはまだ何も。当たり前のことに驚くことも多いよ。
Like what?
貴族の持っているからくりとか、みんな猫が大事なんだなとか。
With sort of machinery? Or they're cats after all? They're cats after all.
そう、ただの愛玩動物を飼えるのは貴族の家か裕福な商家くらいだよ。ひなぎくがよく拾う迷子の猫たちも必ず飼い主がいるし、野良なんてまずいない。正直、そこらの平民よりいいもの食べてそう。
そんな高価な猫を放し飼いにするなんて貴族の考えることはわからないな。伊手張りは土地が限られているから畑もないし、食料はほとんど地上との交易に頼っている。家畜を飼う余剰もない。けど高貴な身分なら愛玩動物も飼える。これもまた伊手張りが豊かな証なのかな。
I suppose so. I had never really thought of it as a luxury before.
猫はともかく鳥を飼ってる人は結構いるよ。
For short messages, it's much faster to send a bird than to go yourself.
ああ、言われてみれば確かに。見上げるとちらほら飛んでいるよね。
There are birds from Itehari since birds from the surface can't reach this altitude.
じゃあ半月島で飼っている鳥もただの愛玩用じゃない？
もちろん。あの子らがいないと引きこもりの俺は生きていけない。
For about half an hour after that, we continued searching for the cat in the castle district. I was starting to worry that the cat had ended up traveling really far away when they found it. We spotted a tiny figure watching us from atop the roof. Can you make it?
いけそう。
Came down safely with the cat in his arms. How cute! It's so small but managed to climb up so high. The cat sniffed my hand as I brought it closer. I carefully tried to grazing it, my fingertips across his forehead, and looked at Shinera as I seemingly to enjoy it. Enjoy wanna visit him too, Yashiro?
いや、いいかな。壊しそうで気が引けるよ。猫には触ったことがないし、いや、忘れているだけかもしれないけど。
触れもしなかったらまた猫探しの依頼が来た時に困るじゃん。てか今回もどうするつもりだったのさ。
まあ、そうするしかない状況になればなんとかなるかなと思って。
Yashiro smiled nervously, and as he reached his hand out to the cat, Yashiro, yeah, he looked like he's
動物は
angry
勘
at
が
you.
鋭いって言うし、ヤシロのうさんくささが伝わったんじゃない？
おかしいな。そんなに警戒されるような人間じゃないはずなんだけど、俺。
By the time he managed to get Nizu to his owner, the sky was stained with the light of settling sun.
ひなぎく、今日はうちで夕飯食べていったら？
I love to, but I can't have a hot
大丈夫だよ。
me, so
帰ったらすぐ鳥を飛ばせばいいじゃん。
I feel like you should go back. Then I guess I will. Thanks.
どういたしまして。
Suda looked a bit younger than usual as he smiled happily. At times like these, I found myself forgetting that we were the same age. It's so good. The tempura was still piping hot. We didn't usually serve me fried food, so it was all the more delicious on these rare occasions. As I poured some sake into a cup, he asked me a question.
ひなぎくも飲む？
I'm alright. If I came home late after a night of drinking, Yuki wouldn't let me just scold me. He'll faint.
確かに。それめちゃくちゃ想像つく。
What about you, Yashiro?
居候の身でお酒までごちそうになるのはさすがに申し訳ないよ。
いいよ別に。衣食住は保証するって約束だったし。俺より上ばみじゃなければ気にしない。
As Tsukio spoke, he poured Yashiro a cup of sake. Yashiro still seemed to be hesitant, so I gave him a push. Tsukio can really handle his liquor. What he meant just now was drink as much as you want.
じゃあ
I don't
遠
think
慮なく。
so.
優しいんだな、露草。
Yashiro smiled, taking the cup from... I can't say his name. Well, even though I hear it,
ところで
his own face had a
露
look of
草は
relief.
姫様の従者の淡雪とも知り合いなんだ。
この子を介して付き合いがある程度だよ。個人的に親しいわけじゃない。
そうなんだ。そういえば姫様は最初に露草のことを友達だって紹介してくれたよね。俺の目には随分親しそうに見えるけど、何か特別な関係だったりする？
Oh my god! Special?
別に。ただの普通の友人。
普通って？
When Yashiro asked for a clarification, Sujin seemed somewhat sullen in his answer. I know, I can't believe... Sunios was the apprentice of Marcus who had helped my family for a long time. We first met when we were around 10 years old.
なるほど。幼馴染みたいなもの？
ヤシロ、余計なこと気にしてないで飲んだら。俺全部飲んじゃうよ。
Although Suzuki sighed with the aspiration, the sharpness in his voice from earlier had vanished. Oh, he's sulking. We were all having some kuzu mochi for dessert when the door to the house suddenly opened.
今日はもう店じまい。
Oh? Who is it?
お邪魔いたします、
Oh.
露草様。
Oh. Oh, Yuki, you came to get me?
うちの姫は目を離すとどこまで行くかわからないからな。けど今日の迎えはついで、本命の用事は露草様への依頼だ。
Is it work?
ああ、今日の寄り合いで夜回りを強化する話が出た。最近ボヤが多発してるから火の用心として夜回りの人員や頻度を増やしたいらしい。
I glanced at Suzu, visibly frowning.
そういう案件断りづらいんだよな。
Especially since your business depends on your reputation.
ここんとこただでさえ寝不足なのに。
In that case, I'll help too. As I raised my hand, he eyed me with a measure of suspicion.
よくわかった。もしかしなくても夜中に出歩きたいんだな。
I'm not that much of a child.
なら年頃の姫らしく夜はおとなしくしててくれ。そうそう危ないことなんてないだろうけど、こないだの件もあるし。
I can't just do nothing while the fires are happening. I'm worried about everyone in the surf quarters. We should have as much help as we can get, right?
ダメだ。
He seemed absolutely against the idea, but... And then select, not no matter what, get his opinion. What do you think, Susuna?
ま、一人は論外だけど、俺たちと一緒ならいいんじゃない？
I think that has affection on his side. Of course, I'd rather join you guys.
ひなぎく。
He spoke my name in a scolding tone, and Zero spoke up.
ひなぎくはまだ成人したばっかで、家の仕事を引き継いでる最中じゃん。領民は新しい当主を見定めてる段階だろうし、こういう雑事に率先して関わるのはこの子の印象を良くすると思うけど、新しい当主は心配りできるんですよってアピールするいい機会じゃん。
Yes, I agree. It appeared that Augie found it difficult to argue against such a sound reasoning. Come on, please. He stood reluctantly for quite some time. But in the end, he permitted me to go on the night patrol. I mean, it's understandable though, right?
火の用心。
Yashiro and I walked around town calling for everyone to be on alert. But I thought they were gonna build machinery.
で、夜回りはいつから始めるのかな？
可能なら今夜からでも。毎晩露草様だけに頼むわけにはいかないから、明日以降は持ち回りで担当を決める。
さすがに急だな。俺は無理。
What?
ここんとこ寝不足って言ったじゃん。一軒納期が近い修理があって。
I hope I'm wrong, but you're not thinking of pushing all that work onto me and Yashiro, are you?
違う違う。まあ、ヤシロには押し付けようと思ってたけど。でもあんたが行くなら、俺も一緒に行くつもりだったし。ただ、今夜はどうしても作業しないとダメ。
I see. Then do your best at work. Setsuna, Yashiro, and I will do our best with the patrol.
ああ、姫様のことは任せてくれ。
姫、俺も一緒に。
No, I know you're busy with the household. You have much more to worry about than looking after me.
わかった。
But please.
くれぐれも問題を起こさないように。
Times like these made me feel like you didn't trust me at all. Well.
ねえ姫様、火事が増えているという話だけど、何か理由があったりするのかな？
It might be because the Lantern Festival is coming up. Everyone's been so busy preparing for it, so many, maybe they're forgetting to put out small fires? I doubt that. But that shouldn't happen often. Everyone's normally careful about extinguishing them. This time of year was drier than usual, so fire prevention was a major priority. If a fire did break out, it could spread instantly depending on how the winds blew. If it wasn't handled quickly, it can grow big enough to destroy an entire division.
姫様？
Oh, sorry, what is it?
気をつけているのに火事が起きるなら、誰かが付け火でもしているのかなって。
No way! She always thinks the good of everyone. No one would possibly do anything like that. That's arson. It's the most serious crime there is.
最も重い。それって、人を殺すよりも？
Huh?
ああ、でもいるわけないのか、そんな人。
Yeah, I think he's from the surface. Right. That person from the other day was an exception. That kind of thing is unheard of.
そのことなんだけど、姫様。どうして人を殺す人がいるわけがないと思うの？
Huh? Well, just as I was about to answer Yashiro's question, the fire broke out. I noticed something strange. Over there, look. Oh shit, fire. The sky was strangely bright. Part of the light I saw was glittering night sky of the Itehari, but there was something else mixed in as well. Oh shit. A crimson light that settling sun.
あれは
Fire. The southern fourth. Let's go. Heard the crackling of the things bursting apart along with the howling of the wind. Oh my god. The heat of the blazing fire made me feel like it was burning.
逃げろ！火事だ！
I could hear Yashiro shouting, as well as reaching for the street corner as he reached the street corner. It seemed there were a lot others who hadn't evacuated.
姫様はここにいてくれ。
She's like, can't move. I couldn't even reply. The sight of the house engulfed in flames had me completely entranced. Huh? Suddenly, I thought I saw something beyond the black smoke and bright sparks. That's... Oh! Near the raging fire, a figure stood on top of the rooftop of an adjoining building. Who's that? His black coat fluttered in the hot, busting wind. The light of the blaze illuminated his hair, which shone the same color as the moon. What I could see underneath the consumed-shaped mask he lifted was a pair of sharp eyes that reflected the golden flames. Isn't that the general? They watch over Itehari as if they felt no fear. It looks like it. I found myself staring in silence, almost forgetting to breathe. It was as if I had been taken in by something otherworldly. Who is that? As I stood dumbfounded, the clanking of the hushed bells rang in my ear. The surprised, panic voices of the people followed shortly afterward. It seemed Yashiro's calls had made just summoned them from their houses, and they now poured out into streets. Remembering the fire, I looked back up to the rooftop. Gone, but he was no longer there. The flames, eaten by the wind, brightened as they reached towards the stars, painting the night sky a dark red. Everyone's valiant efforts in fighting the fire continued through the night. Although the flames couldn't be stopped from reaching the neighborhood and houses, at the very least, the wind tonight wasn't terribly strong. Because of that, the flames were able to be extinguished around the hour of the ox. So the second hour, 2 a.m. But were there any deaths?
どうだ、そっちにいたか?
Oh?
いいえ、どこにも。
What's the matter? Did something happen?
坊ちゃんがどこにもいらっしゃらないんです。
Oh god. What? The problem occurred in the neighboring houses where the flame had spread. The noble masters of the house were out for the night, and all the servants were safe and accounted for. However, no one had seen the single child of the family who was left in the mansion. Oh no. Oh no. A portion of the building was already collapsed from the fire. The worst possible scenario crossed my mind.
ねえ、聞いてもいいかな。火元はどこか分かった？
Wait, Yashiro, there are more important things right now. No, it's not.
でも火元の確認は重要だろ？
He tilted his head with a confused vision so calm that it surprised me.
燃え広がり方から見るに、火元はあの家の2階だと思うが。
Oh.
あの家の住人は全員火に巻かれてしまった。
あそこはもう誰も住んじゃいませんよ。少し前に神隠しがありましたから。
神隠し？
空き家から火が出るなんて妙だよな。
Oh, it's empty.
そうかな。俺には単純な話に聞こえるよ。 家人による失火じゃないなら、誰かが恋に火をつけたんだろ。
そんなことをする奴がいるわけないだろ。考えただけで恐ろしい。まともな人間の発想じゃない。
But they don't have to be sane. Yashiro, let's find out what caused the fire later. First, we need to find the child. My remarks seem to snap the group back to their senses.
私、庭の方を探してみます。
I feel like this is probably...
俺は焼け跡の方を。
We then heard a voice call out further far away.
いたぞ、拳だ。
We rushed to the source of the voice to find a group gathered around a narrow alley. Oh no. At the center of it all was a small boy. He seemed to be unconscious, but as far as I could tell, he didn't appear to be suffering any burns. I breathed a sigh of relief. Okay, that's fine. Why is he all the way over here? Did he escape on his own?
それか、誰かが運んだとか。
さあ、少なくとも俺が見つけた時には他に誰もいなかったが。
This is... On the boy's left hand was wrapped within a pretty cloth. There's some blood stain on it. He might have gotten hurt by some falling debris. If so, then it was really lucky that he managed to get out of it with a relatively minor injury. Did you tend to his wound? I pointed at the cloth as I asked the servant who had found him, only to be met with a surprise.
あ、いえ、怪我をしていたなんて気づきませんね。
I think he's more
坊
relieved.
ちゃんがご無事でよかった。これも大樹様のご加護のおかげだ。
大樹様、ありがとうございます。
After making arrangements to have the boy sent to a doctor, as well as ensuring that the fire had been completely extinguished, the Kurosawa family arrived in response to calls from the neighborhood. I left the remaining matters to them, and by the time I set off for home, a faint white light surrounded the edge of the eastern sky. I never imagined something like this would happen on our first night of patrolling. Thank you, Yashiro. It was a lot of work having to run everywhere, wasn't it?
まあ。ねえ、姫様。
Yes?
神隠しって何？
Huh? I was surprised by the unexpected question.
少し前に神隠しがあったから、あの家は空き家だって言っていたよね。急に雲隠れしたとか、そういうこと？
Well, you know how the great Taiju spirits spirit away people who do bad things? Within this sealed-off world in the sky, order was more important than anything. If anyone hurt someone or did anything unjust without reason, they'd be spirited away. Killed then, right? It was so commonly known that even young children knew about it.
Ah, そういえばそうだったっけ。思い出したよ。
Yasha seemed somewhat strange to me as he smiled. Oh, he's definitely not from here. But I'm glad the damage wasn't worse. I guess it was just bad luck that a fire started inside an empty house. She's a 9.
運が悪かったか。姫様は本当にそう思う？
What?
罪を犯す人がいない町なんて本当にあるのかな？
The answer was of course Itehari. This place was just what Yashiro described. No crimes, no violence, and everyone helped each other out. A world in which no person would ever hurt another. Does Yashiro think differently? I wasn't able to answer him, but he didn't insist any further. Waking up.
姫、いくら家の中とはいえ、人前で大口を開けないでくれ。俺のしつけは何だったんだ？
Yes, I hardly slept at all.
自業自得だろ。夜回りなんて行くからだ。
But a fire really did break out. If we hadn't been on patrol, the damage could have been even worse.
後から聞かされた俺の身にもなってくれ。さすがに胃が痛い。
I'm sorry about that.
とにかくこれも大事な仕事だ。集中しろ。こっちの急ぎのものだけ処理してくれ。それさえ済んだら午後まで寝直していい。予定は調整しておく。
Really? Thank you. I'll do my best. Feeling grateful for Yuki's concern, I felt a renewed energy for focusing on my paperwork. And Yuki can be tough, but he does worry about me. By the time I had arrived home this morning, the sky was already bright.
Hinagiku!
As I passed through the front gate, Yuki was already rushing towards me. I'm home. Were you waiting for me?
当たり前だ。約束の時間を過ぎてもお前が戻らないから。それに4区で反証が鳴ってた。姫が見回りに行ったのとは別の方角だし、大丈夫だろうとは思ったが、探しに行こうにもすれ違う可能性もあると思って待ってた。
Oh, I'm sorry to tell you the truth. I did go to the fire. Did you get close?
近づいたのか?
No, I was just watching. I didn't do anything dangerous.
やっぱり俺がついていくべきだった。お前に何かあったら俺は。
I'm fine, see? I'm not even burnt or anything. Do you feel better now?
ああ、よかったよ。
My attendant was overly protective and prone to worrying. I was sure he hadn't slept all night since he was waiting for me. I'll take care of this quickly for Ahhhh too. I rushed to finish the work he had for me. I took a nap in my room. Not even 1 hour later, I was awoken by the arrival of guests. It was Suzuki and Yashiro who came to visit. Really?
ごめん、ひなぎく。大変な目に遭わせて。
You don't have to apologize. I went out because I wanted to. Besides, we only saw the fire and we weren't injured at all. Thank you for worrying about me. God, he always avoided the castle district, so this might have been the first time he came to my house since we were little. I wonder why. I could feel such a kindness knowing that he cared so much about me. Yashiro too. Did you come here because you were worried about me? Thank you.
気にしないで。俺は露草についてきただけだから。まあ、姫様や淡雪の顔は見たかったけどね。
I thought Yashiro was uncomfortable around Ayuki, but maybe not.
それに、記憶のためにも、半月堂でじっとしているより、出歩いた方がいいだろうし。
True, you never know what might help trigger it. I think he remembers already.
それで、夜回りのことなんだけど、ひなぎくはもう来なくていいから。
No, I know it's not good either. Why not?
そりゃもちろん危ないからだよ。また火事に出くわすかもしれないじゃん。
But that's what night patrol is.
露草様の言う通りだ。そもそも夜回りなんて貴族の姫のすることじゃない。
It might not be very noble-like, but it's something that has to be done for Itehari. Don't we need as many people as we can get?
いや、でも。
Seeing Tatsunoku drift off, searching for words, Yashiro tilted his head and narrowed his eyes.
露草は他にも何か気がかりなことがあるのかな。
まあ、何でも屋なんてやってたらいろんな話が耳に入ってくる。最近のぼやとか火事、どうも発生周期があるみたいで。だからその人為的なものかもしれないんだよね。
つまり誰かが付け火をしているってこと？
まあ、そう。
Oh, she's not gonna take that well. She kept denying it. If the fires hadn't occurred by accident, then they were set on purpose. Yes. I understood that logically, but what do you think this all is? I think we should do this one. Because I feel like I can't believe it seems too naive. Yeah. Oops. I may always do that. What do you think this all is? I should probably make a save file though. But oh well, it's fine. I still wasn't sure what to believe, but it seemed I was the only one who was surprised. Yashiro calmly accepted the possibility and even discussed it further.
俺は最初から付け火の可能性が高いと思っていたかな。動機まではさすがに想像もつかないけど。
イテハリは犯罪のない平和な町だ。そぐわない人間は大樹公のお力によって神隠しに遭うが、最近はそれが間に合ってないって話も聞く。
Oh. Really?
ああ、あくまで神隠しは抑止力に過ぎない。抜け穴があるとなれば悪事を働くやつも皆無ってわけじゃないだろう。
Sasuna closed his eyes and let out a deep sigh. I can see the pain clearly on his face.
正直なとこ、俺はこういうことをあんたの耳に入れたくなかったんだけど、だってそんなの貴族が普通に生きていくには知らなくてもいい話なわけだし。
understood. That's so out of concern for me. However, I think I do need to hear about things like this. I may not be able to handle everything on my own yet, but I'm the head of my house.
だよな。分かってたんだけどさ。あんたならそう言うって。
So gave a somewhat sad smile as he spread something out across the desk. Oh.
これ、うちから持ってきた伊手張りの地図。
Oh.
昨日の火事も含めて、これまでにボヤが起きた場所を全部書き込んでみた。
None of them in the castle district. You found all this out in such a short amount of time?
まあね。最初はここ。2ヶ月くらい前、ちょうど幻冬祭の準備が始まって街が慌ただしくなってきた頃だった。それから5日に1回の頻度でどこかしらでボヤが起きてる。被害は小規模で人死にとか広く炎症したとかもないからあんまり大きな話題になってなかったみたい。もっと気に留めとくべきだった。そしたら昨日あんたが行くのを止めたのに。ごめん。
No, you did nothing wrong, so there's no need to apologize. Most people hadn't noticed just how many fires had been taking place.
姫様、昨日火事があった場所はこの地図で言うとどのあたりになる？
It was on the 4th district? Yeah, 4th district, right? The southern 4th, so around here.
となると
So then I picked up a brush and drew a line connecting each location. Huh?
知らぬいの印？
Huh? The Shirley? What's that?
話しても。
She was silent, then nodded reluctantly.
実情は俺もそんなに詳しくないけど、平民で構成された反大樹の組織。
You mean they're a group of people who are unhappy with the Great Taiju's region? Yuki, you mentioned before that spiriting away hasn't been happening quickly enough.
ああ、反対峙を掲げる組織なんて真っ先に神隠しに遭うはずだろ。
そんな連中が見逃されてるって時点で抑止力も何もあったもんじゃない。
Come to think of it. Oops. She didn't say anything about that, right? The scene of the previous night flashed across my mind. I remembered the young man glaring down at the flames and the townscape below him. At the fire yesterday, I saw a man standing on the rooftop, but he disappeared right away.
向こうはあんたが見てたのに気づいた？
No, I don't think so.
どんなやつだった？
He was wearing a long black coat. it's hard to describe. He had a very commanding presence. I tried to recall his specific features, finding it difficult to describe them. Oh, he had a kitsune mask.
姫様の記憶を頼りにその男の正体を特定するのは難しそうだね。彼が普段から黒ずくめで狐面をつけていてくれるなら探しやすいんだけど。
On top of that, I saw him in the light of the fire, so it's possible his hair or eye color could be different from what I noticed. But if I see him, I'll know. I can never forget his face. He looked a bit scary, but he was handsome. Beauty was particularly important to me, but his well-proportioned features left a very strong impression.
へえ。姫、このいてはりに何万人が暮らしてる？そのうち顔のいい男はどのくらいだ？
Still, I'm sure I recognize him.
見るとこまで行くのが難しいんだってば。ヤシロは気づかなかったんでしょ？
そうだね。あの場にいた他の人たちも特に話題にしていなかったけど、もしかしたらってこともあるし、一度話を聞いてみるのはいいかもしれない。
What about that boy, the one they found unconscious in the alley?
そうだね。あと気になるのは、あの子供を路地に運んで手当てをした誰かとか。
In the end, we never found out who had looked after him.
あのさ、聞いてて思ったんだけど。
What is that?
屋根の上にいたのと、子供の手当てをしたのと、火をつけたの。全部同一人物って可能性は？それはさすがにあるともないとも現状では断言できませんが。いや、だよね。ごめん、忘れて。飛躍しすぎた。その場に3人も素性がわからない人間がいたって考えるより、全部同じって考えた方が自然かなと思ったんだけど。そもそも火つけといて現場に残るとか、意味わかんないか。
Susan seemed to feel a bit awkward as he scratched his face.
少なくとも手当てをした人物に関しては手がかりがあるよ。
Yashiro took out the cloth that was wrapped around the boy's hand that night. Yashiro, what did you?
不自然な状況だったから気になって回収しておいた方がいいかなとつい。
You figure?
傷のことなら心配ないよ。代わりに俺の手拭いで縛り直しておいた。
いや、そういう問題か。
Susan spoke with an expressive look as he took the cloth that Yashiro showed us. This pattern.
この柄、クルワつなぎじゃん。花町の男氏がよく持ってるやつ。
I had no idea.
花町に詳しいんだね、つゆくさ。
その言い方は誤解を招くんだけど、仕事で納品に行くことがあるから知ってるだけ。そこに深い意味とかないから、別に通ってるとかじゃないから、絶対にそういうことじゃないから。
Susan spoke not to Yashiro but to her, facing my direction for some reason. He leaned towards me as he repeated it. Yeah, you rarely leave at all. Tuna nodded strongly in agreement.
今夜にでも行ってみようかな、花町。
What?
調査なんて黒ずるに任せとけばいいのに。てか、ヤシロ、花町の場所覚えてる？
多分。でも念のため改めて教えてくれたら迷わずに済むかもしれない。
Despite his claims of disliking people, Setsuna usually couldn't stop himself from helping them. After letting out a sigh of expiration, he pointed to the spot on the map.
ほら、南の橋町、29区と30区の境に南北に伸びた通りがあるだろ。花町はこの辺り一帯。
Entertainment district. I like to know.
まさか行くとは言わないよな、姫。
She definitely can't go. Of course, I had never patronized the entertainment district or had any desire to go. But I want to know who's been committing arson. It's my duty as the family head to ensure that our territory can live in peace, but I do what I must for the people of Itehari. My uncle in the northern second told me that was the price for all the privileges being a noble.
言い出したら聞かないんだよな、うちの姫は。
I'm only stubborn about the important things, you know? In other cases, I think I show a lot of self-restraint. This time, he was the one who smiled, weakly in defeat.
俺も一緒で構わないよな。
Oh, it's a 3-person mission this time. Oops. Not at all, but what about your work?
雑務は何とかする。従者にとって一番重要なのは姫の世話だ。
俺も行きたいけど、夜回りに行かないとなんだよな。
Really? Usually the shifts would be decided through a rotation, but it seemed other people were still too busy. Zadru was scheduled for the patrol tonight as well. So Yashiro was going too? I had Yashiro go yesterday.
ヤシロは昨日行かせたし、今日は俺だけでいいよ。引率大変かもだけど、よろしく、淡雪。
何が起きたとしても適切に対処します。
So you think something's gonna happen? He shot back a look that implied I'd be the source of whatever's happened. Well, I don't think so. And if it did, I'm sure I wouldn't be the cause. Probably.
知り合ったばかりの俺から見ても、姫様は起こす側の人間だと思うよ。
Does no one here trust me? Later that night, we left for the entertainment district. Is there anything you might remember about the entertainment district? Like what sort of place it is? I mean, I've been regularly asking him questions about what he remembered and how much. But it felt a bit awkward this time, considering the place in question. Yashiro seemed to have caught on to what I was thinking and gave a reassuring smile.
詳しく説明しなくて大丈夫だよ。ちゃんと分かっているから。
I see. I nodded, a bit relieved, as we continued down the road. Each flutter of light pushed back the darkness, confidently illuminating the crowds of people passing by. The bright red buildings looked so beautiful, making it seem as if I had entered a completely different city. I caught a faintly bittersweet scent of something that might have been alcoholic.
どういうことなんだ?
Oh. What? Immediately after entering through the archway, I heard a sound of a man shouting. I looked around and saw a nobleman aggressively leaning towards a woman at the entryway of the nearby building, looking like he'll grab her at any moment.
私は夕霧の馴染みだと言っているだろ
う。申し訳ございません。いつもごひいきにしていただいて。
ごたくはいい。早く夕霧を出せ。
あの子は人気の将棋ですから、今日はもうお客がついておりまして。
誰に物を言っている？私がこれまでいくら使ったと思っているんだ。
We need to stop him. No, you don't do that. I didn't know much about the entertainment district, but I could at least understand that this man was causing trouble to the women at the establishment.
危なくはないだろうけど。
わざわざひなぎくが行くことない。どうしても止めたいなら俺が。
旦那、それくらいにしといたらどうだ。積み上げた金をおごるも誇るも好きにしろ。だが後物程度で女の心まで買おうなんてのは野暮な真似だと思わねえか。
お前は。
The person who stepped in between the trouble-making guests and establishment was a young man with a faint grin across his lips.
花町ってのは格好をつけてなんぼの場所だ。旦那くらいのお大臣ならわかるだろう。そいつは粋じゃね
えって。そうだな。当然出直すのが筋だとも。もちろん最初からそのつもりだった。
Who is he?
意外なほど簡単に引き下がったね。もう少し揉めると思ったけど。
I stood there unable to move. But that's him. The memory from last night was clear in my mind. How this hair swayed gusts of fed flames, his piercing gaze as he glared over the city. It all came back to me so vividly at the sight of his face. Wait. As he began to leave, I finally managed to move my legs and rushed up to him. Excuse me. He flattened his flaxen hair, the color of his warm moonlight. It was tied up that night, but let down today. I was right in front of him as he gazed at me, looking me over, making my heart race immediately. There's something I wanted to ask you. Could it be?
待て、お前、俺が誰だか分かってねえのか？
He turned his cold eyes away from me and let out an annoyed sigh.
さっさと帰れ。ここは何も知らねえ姫さんが来る場所じゃねえんだよ。
That was all he said as he disappeared further into the entertainment district, not looking back. Who is he?
Hime, 今の男がどうかしたのか?
He caught up to me and he seemed to notice my agitation. No, nothing really. Oh, there you go.
今ここに帳の兄さんがいませんでした?
A young boy ran through the crowds looking left and right as he shouted. You're Saku, aren't you?
おやおや、姫様奇遇ですね。こんなところでお会いするなんて思いませんでした。
The presence of others behind me and began to whisper.
花町のどの店が程よい遊び向きか、サクも専門じゃございませんが、少しはお役に。
それより花町ってこんな子供がいてもいいんだっけ？
そこはサクですから、細かいことはいい子なしですよ。
Is he a friend of yours here in the entertainment district?
顔役だろ。さっきお前が声をかけた男だ。
The delegate of the entertainment district, who was treated like the noble heads of the house, I had at least heard of his existence.
この町でも指折りの有名人ですからね。ぜひサクのことも花町全体でごひいきにしていただきたいんですけど、子供に頼むことなんてあるかと剣もほろろに追い返されてばかりなのです。
Seeing me nod in response, Saku's eyes suddenly glinted as if he came up with an idea.
花町の顔役、帳、喧嘩っ早くて血も涙もない。悪い噂は星の数ほど。泣かされた女たちの涙で湖ができるなんて言われてるんですよ。これより詳しい情報が知りたいなら。
Quietly stuck out his hand. And of course, his open palm was facing upwards. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't need to learn about him in particular. Thank you.
そうですか。気が変わりましたらいつでもサクにご用命くださいね、姫様。
He quickly put back a smile on his face and rushed off fully of energy. The person I saw during the fire was probably... No, it had to be him. I wanted to see his face one more time. I felt it was best not to tell the others until he clearly confessed that he was there. No one's gonna... Is he really gonna confess that though? The next day, while the sun was still high in the sky, I returned alone to the entertainment district without telling Yuki. My objective, of course, was to meet with its delegate, Tabari. As I retraced my steps trying to recall my memory of the night before. I encountered a man who didn't quite fit into the entertainment district. A member of the Kusuru?
はじめましてかな。僕は祭司のより。
In other words, This officer was an old man from a family that ranked higher than my own. I'm Gashu of the Eastern Fed.
数字付きの姫君がどうしてこんな場所にいるのかな。もしかして迷子？
His voice was calm, but his gaze was so brazen and intrusive that I felt goosebumps across my skin. What do I do? If I tell him I'm looking for someone, he might ask why. As I was left thinking about how to respond, I suddenly heard a dignified voice.
そいつは俺の客だ。
It was Tobari, head of the entertainment district. The very person I was looking for stepped between me and Kuzuro officer.
貴族のお姫様が君の客？
悪いかよ。下々の者が尊いご身分の貴族様とお知り合いになる権利もないって？
そこまで自分を卑下することはないだろう。僕はこの姫君が何も知らずに迷い込んだんじゃないか心配してただけ。本当に君の客だというなら仕事が減ってありがたい限りだ。おとなしく引くことにするよ。この場所で君の言葉を無視するわけにはいかないし。
I was a bit surprised by how Tobari wasn't speaking formally to him. In general, rudeness in speech or even mannerism towards the nobility was considered a crime. Come to think of it, he seemed to understand yesterday that I was a noble woman, but he spoke to me very candidly. I always knew that the delegate was a special position, but I didn't know that he was important enough that not even Kuzuro could interfere with him within the bounds of his territory. Lord Yori didn't even seem to notice my surprise, fixing his gaze instead on Tobari.
忘れないでね、ドバリ君。花町を一歩出れば、君を守るものは何もないんだよ。外を歩くなら気をつけた方がいい。溜め込んだ恨みが帰ってくるかもしれないから。
Even though he wasn't addressing me, I still felt like the words stung. After his warning, Yuri simply turned his back and left us without another word. I watched as he left the entertainment district, then turned back to Tobari. Thank you. You did that to help me, right?
あの黒鶴、面倒な上に厄介なやつなんだよ。目をつけられたな、姫さん。興味本位で花町なんかに来るからだ。遊ぶ場所なんて他に腐るほどあるだろうに。
Tobari frowned, not bothering to hide his displeasure.
で、昨日も来てたよな、姫さん。
Oh, well, I came to see you, Tobari. Tobari's frown twisted into a scowl. I did my best to keep from buckling under his intimidating presence. There's something I want to ask you. Oh my god, I feel like this. Oh my god.
聞きたいこと？
Yes, sorry if I'm mistaken, but did you come to see the fire in the 4th Division the day before yesterday? No one's gonna miss that. Then, did you lose the handkerchief recently? One with a pattern of linked shackles?
知らねえ。クルーアつなぎの手ぬぐいなんて 花町の男なら1枚や2枚持ってる。いちいち覚えちゃいねえよ。
I see. That's what I thought too, but...
なんだよ。まだ何かあるのか
During the fire that night, I saw someone on top of the roof of the neighborhood building. I hesitated for a moment before speaking more definitively. He was a person who looked like you. Well, actually, I think he was you. I looked at him with some degree of certainty. Oh god, what if Tabari stood still, staring back at me? I wasn't sure how long we both stood there, neither of us backing down or looking away from the other. Eventually, in his voice was neither anger nor impatience. What is it then? It was simply cold. Oh? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop the video here. I think I'm on his route right now. But, I enjoyed it so far. I'm not sure whose route I want to record, though. So, I want to just record one person's route. But maybe I'll record his route. Who knows? I'm just like... We'll see. But thank you so much, Aksys, for letting me have early access to this game so far. So, I love all the characters so far, and the art's like so nice and stuff. But see you guys later. Bye!